Here's just a quick update for you guys. I think I might have lost a whole bunch of GoPro footage leading up to this. I was recording, putting in these inners. Maybe it's going to be there. I don't know. I'm getting used to this GoPro thing. Me and technology are not best of friends. So the inner fenders, or the fender aprons, are welded in place. The front end's structural again. But there isn't much structural about this car at this point. It is sitting square. I'm cutting the floor pans out right now. Moving on to the other side. It's kind of cutting her out bit by bit as I go. But I'm probably going to have to get the car back outside after I've got all the pans cut out, because I would like to sandblast all that inner structure before I put the new pan in. But yeah, I just thought I would show you guys that, and I'm going to carry on with the drilling and cutting. So you probably notice I'm making a panel for this section of the floor. What happened here, I goofed a little bit. When I was cutting the rotten frame rails out of the car, drilled the swap welds out, I actually thought the new floor pan went back to this seam, but it definitely goes to this seam, so I got a little aggressive with that frame rail and ripped a chunk of the floor out, which I didn't think mattered at the time, but I am still using this piece of the floor. So I'm just going to make a patch for it. I will do kind of a cut and butt. I'll butt it in so when the car is up on a rotisserie, I can finish the floor off nice. It'll be seamless. You'll never see it ever happened. And then there is a little bit of rust along the front, so I'm going to have to make a couple of pieces, a small piece on each side, but it's not too big a deal. So I'm just going to carry on with that. And the welder's out of wire, so I guess that's where I'm going to stop this one for now. Hey, so I'm back again. Once again, I lost all my footage because I'm not very good at this part. But this is where I've gotten. So I had the floor out. I took the car outside. I sandblasted all the inner structure, put epoxy primer on everything. There's that floor patch I was working on. So next step, I wanted to get the floor in place before I make some pieces for the firewall. We've got some rust issues on both sides, as you can see, so I'll be moving on to that. But the floor is in place. It is in its final resting place, but it's just in with self-tapping screws. So I'm not going to weld anything until I know the car is square. So I did move on a little bit yesterday to the left frame rail. As you can see, I've got this one in place. Now it is altered a bit. I've clearanced this rail here because we're going with wider wheel tubs. Now obviously we are going to lose a little bit of strength on that frame rail taking off that piece of metal there. So the new wheel tub is going to be flush right against, and I'll plug weld the wider wheel tub and probably weld this entire seam just so it puts all that strength back in the car. So yeah, that's where I'm at. One floor is loosely in place, one frame rail. I'm going to move on to the other frame rail here today. Once I've got the other frame rail, I can look up the measurements for the car and cross measure everything and make sure the rails are pretty much where they need to be. Again, nothing will be welded until, you know, I get to where I know everything's square, and that's going to be a while yet until really everything's put together. You know, I'm going to have to get the doors hung in place and get the quarters set in place and trunk floor and back panel, so on, so on. So there's a lot to do. But yeah, I might set up the camera here for a bit today. You can kind of see what's going on with this if anyone's interested. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. You might not be won't be able to see much underneath the car. So but yeah, I'm going to carry on, and yeah, I'll see what I can get for footage from this point on. I think I got the camera figured out now, but no promises. All right, well that frame rail went into place quite nicely. Still needs a bunch of aligning and smack things around a little bit. Need to clamp it over to where it attaches there. Now you can see this area here, this is where I need to trim. I'll be trimming this whole lip off and this part of the floor. And that's for those big wheel tubs to fit in there. So I think that's where I'm going to leave this video. So hopefully I can get my technical issues figured out and I can get more footage of this stuff for you guys if you're interested. And let me know if this is something you like to see. I just kind of do this hoping I can help someone else out with their own projects. Like I said before, I'm not definitely not the top expert. I'm just a guy that's, you know, okay at doing body work. So again, thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. And yeah, stay tuned for what should be lots more on this 70 Charger.